Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Still back with you on this Wednesday morning here, middle of the week, but the weather pattern from here on into the weekend is pretty much going to be the same as we are tracking a stalled front that is going to park itself just to the southeast of us here, but close enough to cause some problems as we go on through the next couple days. Keeping lots of cloud cover around and even some showers, especially the closer to the coast that you're going to be. Somewhat today and even more so as we go on through the day tomorrow. Now, inland spots, potentially, we're talking about deep inland, Lenoir, Pitt, Martin, Bertie, Greene County could see some breaks in the overcast that could allow us to see a little bit of sunshine that tries to get in there. But again, the closer to the coast you go, the more cloud cover that we are going to be having here. Also drier air, that's one of the reasons why that we're seeing the potential break in the overcast further inland, is going to try to work its way into the weather pattern here, so you'll notice the dew points are going to be dropping briefly because we're going to be watching for the potential of some input coming out of the tropics. That's something we'll talk about here in just a little bit. Don't need a tropical storm, though, to get the tropical downpours. Take a look at some of the rainfall amounts over the last 48 hours, and a lot of this coming in the early morning hours as we've had 3 rounds, one Sunday night, one Monday night, and the last one last night, working its way through the area here, anywhere between 1 inch to 2 inches of rainfall between New Bern and Greenville. We're looking at almost 1 inch also in Jacksonville as well. So definitely the trend that we've seen all summer does continue. And again, we'll be looking at some scattered showers along the coast as we head on through the day today. I'm kind of thinking from, say, Kenansville to Kinston to Washington. Take that rough line there. South and east of that line, that's the best chance of seeing some of the showers and maybe even a rumble of thunder. Inland spots, I think it will be dry when you're north and west of that line, but potential still there for maybe a spotty shower. 70s, that's going to do it for top temperatures. Overnight tonight, much cooler, the low 60s for the inland locations, mid-60s at the beaches with those northeasterly winds, keeping the cool air and also the cloud cover in. Meanwhile, for tomorrow, Greenville, Kinston, Williamston, Windsor may be seeing some breaks in that overcast, although the closer you get to the coast, Morehead City, Jacksonville, New Bern, Oriental, better chance you have of seeing some of the showers scattered about for tomorrow, and as a result, slightly cooler temperatures along the beaches on tomorrow, only into the mid-70s. Where did we top out at yesterday? Well, it was hot, it was humid, and it felt like over 100 degrees, and actual temperatures that were in the low to mid-90s. I don't think we're going to see these readings, though, for a while, as we do have some much cooler air that's going to get injected into our weather pattern here. In fact, you can see the temperature trace out of Greenville. We were still into the mid to upper 70s until about midnight, and then notice how we've flatlined in the early morning hours here now that that front has worked its way through. Again, I think we're going to be stuck in the 70s as we go on through the next several days here for temperatures. Front is working its way off the coast. That continues to push its way through the region here. Meanwhile, this is what's going on at the jet stream level. Big high pressure sliding down across the Great Lakes. That's providing that cool, refreshing air coming in. The problem is, watch back here in the Tennessee Valley. You'll notice kind of a bagginess there in the upper level, 500 millibar flow. This is eventually going to be a cutoff low pressure, or at least troughiness across the mid-Mississippi Valley. As a result of that, we're going to start to change the weather pattern around slightly. Now notice what happens as we go through Thursday and Friday. Still all that bagginess from basically Wisconsin all the way down in towards Mississippi and Alabama. But watch the upper level ridge that's parked out here, the Bermuda High, if you will. Watch how it starts to press westbound. So it's doing some retrograding, and as a result, we're going to create this corridor in here that's going to come right out of the Gulf of Mexico, right up the eastern seaboard here, and by Friday and Saturday, that's going to be pumping a lot of moisture, at least out of the Gulf of Mexico, if not out of the tropics. Meanwhile, watch what's happening back here. We've got that upper level low starting to form across the mid-Mississippi and lower Mississippi Valley, and again, the way the weather pattern is going to be, things are going to be stuck like this as we go through Saturday, Sunday, and maybe even into Monday with that corridor of moisture being created coming right out of the Gulf of Mexico. And if there's something in the tropics there, looks like it could give us some enhanced rainfall. Let's deal with the next 2 days, though. Again, showers and storms from, say, Kinston, Kenansville, Washington line, south and east, and that better chance of seeing the showers and storms as we go through this afternoon. Cloud cover tries to break up as you get into Pitt, Martin, Bertie, Washington counties. And we may even see a decent amount of sunshine tomorrow for the inland areas as those winds go north-northeasterly. Again, though, I still think that once you get from Kenansville to New Bern southbound tomorrow, better chance of the cloud cover holding tight with showers and maybe even a rumble of thunder. Nothing that should be severe, though. And then notice how the clouds quickly come right back into the picture as we head into Friday, as we start to get some of that tropical input in here. All right, this is what the input's coming from. You can see an area of thunderstorms trying to develop here. No discernible low-level center with it, but it is going to be an input, an increase in moisture and heat. I get a feeling this will probably make its way up towards the Florida Panhandle and get pulled into the main pattern as we progress on in through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Meanwhile, as we were watching another pretty good cluster of storms coming off of the African continent, this has got a thin window, though, to potentially develop as we are going to be looking at it running into that dry air relatively quickly as it makes its way into the central Atlantic, as well as cool sea surface temperatures. Planning forecast does show every day the clouds are going to be hanging around. Again, inland spots, maybe a peak or two of sunshine more so than the beaches. Showers and thunder showers scattered about. Not all that widespread of coverage until we hit the weekend. And then we're going to be watching for seeing how much tropical input gets into our weather pattern here as to whether anything's there or not. I don't think it'll be a named system. I don't even think it'll be an organized low pressure with a closed center. I just think it's going to be input coming in out of the tropics. Have yourself a good Wednesday. I'm in for Skip the rest of the week. Talk to you then. I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Still.